we found a hockey stick. We got my old school school in the background. We're gonna do a Q&A. I saw this before, trying to make it as engaging as possible. We're just gonna go all over the place. It's gonna take like 5.5 hours to film, but like each question's gonna be at a different location because that's cool. I may or may not steal the hockey stick and bring it with me. I probably am gonna steal the hockey stick and bring it with me, because you know why? Because it's mine now. Oh yeah, so back when I was a young Pickering Fitness, this is where you used to like take your school crushes and you'd like write their name on a note and be like, yo, meet me at the secret tree at 2 p.m. and then you guys would like awkwardly look at each other and then be like, should we date for 35 seconds? And then you guys date and then you guys like borrow each other's pencils and then you go home, and that's how stuff works, right? When you're like freaking 11 or however old I was. All right, first question. Let me try and get the questions here. Where did I put the questions? All right, first question from JC Aesthetics. JC, you're the man. How many days a week do you train abs? Zero. Abs are made in the kitchen, guys, all right? I don't know like how many different ways everyone can explain this, but like abs are made in the kitchen. You have abs over there, you there on the couch has abs, and you sitting right there with the blue socks, you also have abs. You may have like some body fat covering your abs, but everyone's got abs. In terms of getting abs, you gotta just decrease your calories to the point where you're in a deficit and just start shedding off body fat. If you have sort of a higher body fat, I would say that maybe doing some ab exercises will make them pop out a bit more, so that you can see them at a higher body fat percentage, but end of the day, you gotta be lean to see your abs. But this does not mean you should not train abs. I believe everyone should train abs because you need to have a strong core. If you're working out your lower back, you're also gonna need to work out your abs and vice versa, because if you're all like imbalanced, posture's gonna be messed up, and that's bad news in general. Oh, that sucked. Oh, hey guys, welcome to my bar with a hockey stick and a protein drink, because that's all we serve at this bar. Next question from Venustagram. What's up? I'm 5'7", 130 pounds. Should I take mass gainers or whey? Simple answer is, if you have money to spend on supplements, go ahead. If you are going to not hit your macros without a mass gainer, then take a mass gainer, because the way I think of it, it's better to hit your macros with a mass gainer or something else like that than it is to just like lose all your gains all the time like I did for years and just not eat enough calories. So simple answer, yeah, sure. If it helps you make some gains, that's what we're all here for. We're all here to make some gains regardless of the circumstances. Just don't take steroids. I mean, you can if you want, but I didn't tell you to. Oh, don't mind me, just hanging out, just pretending I'm a flagpole, because like, you know, Canada and stuff. That's what we do. Next question from Renice. How do I relieve muscle soreness? All right, post-workout, here's what you can do. Instead of just like running, leaving the gym, skipping your stretching, you have to stretch, okay? You're gonna get a lot of blood into your muscles when you stretch. Extra blood's gonna clear out all the lactic acid and stuff. Science stuff, probably not true, but whatever. Stretching is gonna help with relieving soreness. Another good thing is like, the more you work out, the less sore you're gonna be over time. And this is kind of like counterproductive as well, because a lot of times when I work out nowadays, I'm not even sore. So I'm like, am I losing all my gains? Am I not gonna like be sore? Am I not gonna make any progress? But with time, you're gonna get less sore. Another thing you can do if you're intense enough, shout out to Tim Ferriss or everyone that does ice baths. Ice bath is gonna like, you go directly into your ice bath. Once your workout's done, ice bath is gonna constrict your blood vessels. All the waste products and buildup in your muscles are gonna like leave because they're constricted. Then you go straight to like a hot bath, blood vessels open up again, fresh blood comes in. It's gonna just kind of like, you know, re-oxygenate your muscles, and it's gonna hopefully help with recovery. In terms of other ways to relieve muscle soreness, get a massage, all that kind of thing. Foam roll if you want, but foam roll may make things worse. But end of the day, muscle soreness is a sign that we're making some gains. Guys, the tornadoes brought in a flock of wild pidgeys. I'm gonna have to try and defend myself against them, alright? You shut up! Pause! I guys need a quick bathroom break, BRB. Alright, what's up guys? Next question for Mr. Venus-to-Gram. Very controversial question. Are steroids good for human health? Alright, I am by no means an expert on steroids, but here are my thoughts. In terms of a recovery for like burn victims, people who are trying to like rehab their muscles and stuff, it's been like, there is a good reason for steroids under a doctor's supervision for like building up muscle again, like cancer victims and that kind of thing. On the recreational side, bodybuilding, here's my answer. I don't believe that any drug is good for your health. Like the drugs we know as drugs are probably not good for your health, but I do believe there are safe ways to take any drug, but no drugs are going to be good for you overall. Like if you take steroids, you're basically saying like, body, I never want to produce testosterone again, so just shut down my testosterone and I'll just take some steroids. Probably not good for your health, but there are safe ways to take steroids. Just like how there's a safe way to take cocaine. But I'm not telling you to go take cocaine. But that's just my point, guys. Yes and no. Next question. Oh, sorry, I was just trying to see if I could smell what the Rock was cooking. Anyways, guys, next question is best advice for gaining weight from Project Alchemy. Project Alchemy, what's up? My advice is super simple on this. I've already covered it before. As someone who failed to gain weight for like 6 years and wasted all their time lifting and not actually making any gains, the answer is you have to eat more than your maintenance calories. And the simple answer for why you're not gaining weight is you're not eating enough. And the simple way to figure out if you're not eating enough is if you're not actually gaining any weight. A couple things are going to happen if you're not eating enough. You're not going to see progress in the gym in terms of strength gains. You're not going to see progress in terms of muscle mass, and you're not going to see progress on the scale. In terms of bulking up, you're only going to see the scale go up, whereas if you were cutting down, there may be some fluctuations because you can lose fat and gain muscle, and it kind of like balances out your weight. But with bulking and putting on size, it's super simple. But Pickering Fitness, I eat so much. Have you ever tracked your calories? Probably not. If you track your calories, you're probably eating way less than you think you are. And if your appetite is small, the advice there is then to add calorie-dense foods. So as opposed to huge portions, you want to go for smaller portions with higher calorie. So just start adding stuff like oils, nuts, extra meat, extra rice. All right, last question. What are my thoughts on pre-workouts? I've already touched on this before, but I'll say it all again. My pre-workout of choice is some kind of coffee beverage, simply because I like coffee. I've tried pre-workouts before. I've tried the old school ones, the Jack 3D from like 2011. That shit's banned now, but we're not gonna talk about that. And yeah, I also took pre-workout before I hit 225, so maybe that has something to do with the 225. I'm not saying they don't work, but I'm saying like a lot of people end up relying on them too much to the point where when they don't take pre-workout, they feel like their workout's gonna suck. You should build up some kind of internal motivation to where you don't actually even need a pre-workout to go to the gym and get a good workout. The ultimate pre-workout is mindset, guys. Mindset. Say bye. Bye. All right, thanks for checking out the video, guys. Me and Hockey Stick here. Really appreciated your views. If you like this style of Q&A where I'm just all over the place, I got a part 2 coming out, so be on the lookout for that. If you haven't already subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. This has been some great content. Part 2 is coming out soon, should be good. And yeah, I'm just gonna go and tend to my unnamed plants over here, so don't mind me.